wanted to do a quick little review of this new site that I found, lemstash, and it's a handy little tool, I think. So I was going to walk through it real quick, tell you what I like and what I don't like so far. Okay, let's start with the like. So it's basically just curating a bunch of stuff. So it's curating tools. It's a list of products. Which is funny because it's listed on Product Hunt, which also does the same thing. But it lists tools or products, guides, and then golden startups is what they call them. And it's basically case studies of successful startups. It's geared toward the whole site is geared towards startups and entrepreneurial, people working in like small companies. So I think the best part of the site is this tools. I like this interface. It's got some very basic, let me go over here. It's got some very basic filtering in place. They list 229 tools. So let's say, for example, I need, when you're lean and working with, not a lot of money and you need tools, you'll want something free. Let's say I want to look at something like video. Here's the video solutions that I know have free options. And hey, look, CloudOps right there. What do you know? And so you'd be able to click in, and then there's links to the website, and it gives a small overview of what it does. The concept of guides and golden startups is the same thing. So I've looked through. I haven't gone through most of these. The guides is probably the weakest point, I think, of lemstash. It's basically just blogs. So they've curated blogs and then just have linked to them, and a lot of them are, as I've been going through, are kind of like just like your basic content pieces, not super in depth. So if you're starting out, maybe it's useful, but it's just a version where it's like a blog where all they're doing is linking to other blogs, so the guides I don't find completely helpful, but if they do a better job, curating the best of the best, and then have these categories here, it could be useful. A little bit of the same thing with the golden startup section. It's case studies and just a bunch of success stories on various sites. And I haven't gone through and read many of them, but these are just case studies that you can use as examples. It looks like too that you can submit to be a part, included in their lists. So when you submit your content, it just comes to a type form here where you can choose what you're going to be. Let's say I want the tool in there, and then you'll go through this, looks like 12 questions. And then I would imagine either, I haven't gone through the whole thing, either you go through an application process, which is this, or maybe you even have to pay a little bit, I don't know. But anyways, I find the tools part handy enough, if you're looking for options. And there's plenty of other sites that do this too, but I've enjoyed this interface. So